Hello, welcome back to the party, thrill seekers. This is going to be the very beginning and the title track of a new album called Kickin' Back. Now, I started working on it already, and singing into the recorder. And I wasn't thinking about making a video, and then I thought, I probably should make a video, especially because now we're at a point in the whole wild, wild west of AI music where a lot of the people on YouTube who are making these videos, who seem pretty informed, excuse me, I burped, are definitely pointing to the fact that if you can even sing or hum a melody into a recorder and have that as evidence that you wrote the melody, and then also I yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I even did a first video of that. I don't think I did, of going through these lyrics, but I just finished writing them. I didn't think about making a video this time, and probably should have. But no, ChatGPT didn't write any of this, nor did AI come up with any of this rubbish.
I'm not afraid to say it.
Right on.
To say it.
See, normally in a voiceover, I would clean up that
Afraid to say it.
but I don't really need to do that for the AI. Okay.
Then,
So what I'm actually doing, let me show you, is I actually started really changing. I'd written the basic lyrics that I thought were all done, and then I changed them quite a bit to repeat things that seemed to work better, and adding oh yeah, my hands clasped behind my. I was just going to do it once, and then just when I was starting to sing it, it just kind of worked, as music many times does, repeat, and then the bah ha 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 ha. That I hadn't thought of that before, but as I was singing, I just thought, what's going to be different? See, as a songwriter nowadays, especially with content ID and the bots being able to find copyrighted, similar music to yours and all that, you want to do something different. So that's one reason I thought of bah ha 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 hack. Nobody else is going to have. I'm kicking bah ha 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 hack. Although you never know out there. But then there'll be my sort of melody, and then I'll put that into Suno. But some of this is just going to repeat. Like, this is all, I haven't sung this. We're going to try the whole last part of the song is just going to be a reprise or a repeat of some of the earlier stuff. So what I'm going to do now, let's just go from the beginning. Well, I like to edit backwards. So we're just going to find kind of coherent stuff that might stick to the script. And then I'll, after I've gotten rid of all the in-between, like mistakes and things like that, anything that might be usable, I'll edit. Then after I do that, we'll marry it up against the script and see where we are. So let me turn off the email. I usually don't do that until email comes through, but I just remembered. So I'll bring you back. Okay, we're back.
I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to sing it. I'm not afraid to say it.
Not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not. I'm
not afraid to say it.
So bad. As far as I wish I had auto tune on this to at least get it a little better.
I'm not afraid to sing it. Sing it.
Sing it. Let's see.
I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not
That's close.
afraid to say it. Say it. I'm not afraid to say it.
That's the best one.
I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to sing it.
So I'm not
afraid to say it.
Not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to sing it. Sing. Yeah, it's like, wow, definitely not a trained musician, that sort of thing. So I have to think about, I don't know what notes these are. Yeah, I do have a thing, an app on the iPhone where I can sing or play a note and it'll tell me what note it is. But I'm not afraid to say it. What if I just did it an octave lower? I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it. Not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to sing it. I'm not afraid to sing it. I'm not afraid to say it. Yeah, I was trying there. See, let me try one here. Okay. No, I'm not afraid to sing it. That's about as good as yeah. I'm not afraid to sing it. Afraid to sing it. It. Here's what I need to do here. If I'm really earnestly trying to write the melody as opposed to letting AI create the melody, which I sort of was doing before by feeding it droning new age, which had nothing to do with smooth jazz. So that's it. That's what I wanted. So I don't know how it'll treat. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to sing it. How about we do this? I don't think it's going to work, but go 12.
I'm not afraid to sing it. I'm not afraid to sing it. I'm not afraid to sing it. I'm not afraid to sing it.
I'm not afraid to sing it. That actually worked. I'm not afraid to sing it. Sing it. Sing it. Sing it. I can edit that. Sing it. Afraid to sing it. Sing it. Close right there. I'm not afraid to sing it. That's it. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to sing it. I think I got it. I'm not afraid to sing it. I'm not it. We don't want it that. It. There we go. Afraid to sing it. That's what I'm looking for. And we repeat that. I'm not afraid to say it. Yeah, we'll just repeat that, and I'll use that also near the beginning. Where I'm going to need that. I can grab it later. I'm not. I used from palm tree. That's the why. Repeat whatever I used from palm trees and puffy white clouds to that's the answer, that's the why. Repeat that. Then I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not sure whether I got all this right, but what is this here? And then, oh yeah, I just need from the answer is a simple fact. I'm not, and then it'll just be the rest of this. It'll be the rest of the song to fade out. So whatever I used from then. So I don't quite know what this is about, but I'll figure it out later. Right. Now, answer. That's see at this period. At this point, what I'm just doing is, oh gosh, yeah, I'm going to check something. Okay, I'm back. Repeat whatever I used. That's the answer. That's the why. Yeah, that's the answer. That's the why. Good. That's the answer. Beautiful, bright blue sky, blue sky. Blue sky, bright blue sky, blue sky, This is better. Blues, yeah. Beautiful, bright blue sky. Beautiful, bright blue sky. And this beautiful, bright, beautiful palm trees and puffy white clouds. And this might totally fall flat on its face as far as trying to really create a smooth jazz track. You see, the thing is, I recently did one. I did one. Here, I'll play you a little bit of it, and the rhythms didn't work out as well as they could have, but it's getting play on Pandora and even YouTube. I'll bring you back. All right, looky here. This is Mainsail. This is the most recent album. This is one I found sort of like old stuff in the drawer, as it were. I didn't even remember that I had started this album. What happened is my distributor stopped creating my, letting me release music. And so I kind of freaked and I forgot that I even had this in the drawer. But I had it almost done, and I had one track that wasn't even done at all. In other words, there was a track 4 missing. I had 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I don't know. Maybe I deleted. I don't know what happened, but I never did so the keeping with my policy of creating new music only with melodies, like I'm doing here. Clouds. Yeah, beautiful, right? Anyway, so I did Doing It My Way, and I just that has lyrics. So I did. This is the only other song I've ever done this where I've had. No, I think I did the Mother's Day song as well. But anyway, take a listen to some. Now, this has gotten 27 views, and I think 2 thumbs up last I looked. Yeah. So let's have a listen. All right. You heard when I laughed there. You probably heard me laughing somewhere right around here. Like the rhythm goes nuts. It's not right. And that's because that's probably the way I sung it. But let's listen to this. Ba-da-dum-bum-ba, ba-bum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum-ba, ba-ba, ba-dum-bum-bum-ba, ba-bum-bum-bum-ba, ba-dum-bum-bum-ba, ba-bum-bum-bum-ba, ba-da-dum-bum-ba, ba-bum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum-ba, ba-ba, ba-da-dum-da-dum-da, ba-da-dum-da-dum-da. Ba-da-dun-dun-da-da-da-da. Wow. Ba-da-dun-dun-da-da-da-da. What's so cool is I could take that into a copyright office, and the deal these days is if you can prove your melody is at least somewhat locked in as part of the AI creation, then you can get a copyright on it. This is one of the very only tracks I can actually get a copyright on. Of the smooth jazz stuff so far, except for what I'm doing here with the kicking back. This is the only other one I've ever done this with. But take a listen to dun dun. Yeah, now we listen to this, and it's pretty amazing. Isn't it amazing? It's almost like a science fiction crazy dream that's not real. It's like you have a dream. You're a kid lying in bed and you're humming a tune, you're making up a tune, and then you fall asleep. And then you have this dream that you're humming the tune into this machine, this robot, singing it to a robot. And then the robot comes back with, and you're going, wow, I'm now just having a dream. This is not obviously not real. There's no technology that could ever create can do anything like this. And then you wake up and it's real. And the fact is the fact that I'm actually like doing the singing now, even though it's atrocious and all, of course, but you can get it just good enough, feed it into the AI, and then the AI will work. Somebody said something great in a video recently. They were saying, oh, this was an epiphany. He said this. He says, yeah, sometimes you sing, you hum something, and he's a professional songwriter too, and he's actually helped create #1 hits in the UK anyway, and it's an actual like award-winning songwriter. And he was a very nice guy, and he was talking about how when you sing and then Suno comes up with instrumentation and maybe some different, its own little, own notes here and there and its own interpretation. He says that's what happens when you hire some session players. In most cases, that's what you're hiring them for, is to bring their own thing to it. He said, unfortunately, it's generally not part of the songwriting process, and it's just like, that's the sad truth. They don't get paid songwriter royalties. The songwriter still gets paid, but they're hired for the gig, and part of their gig is to do what they can and bring their own flavor to it if they want, if they want. And of course, if they do, they're more likely to keep getting gigs, and some of these gigs pay pretty well, but they're not the author of the song. So where I'm going with this is, he says that's the same thing with Suno. He says you're feeding it maybe something that's cryptic, and it fleshes it out for you. And it doesn't mean it's still that you can't claim copyright and that you're not the songwriter, even though it has its own, it added some notes and did its own thing, which obviously it did. Yeah, let's listen a little more. Ba-run-dun, da-da-dun-dun. Ba-run-dun, da-da-dun-dun. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's crazy listening to that now. Pristine and good this is. You'd have to spend thousands of dollars for session players to do this kind of work with your humming into a recorder like that. Not that it couldn't happen, certainly going back in time to the 80s, you would find musicians who would come in. And now I would say usually most composers will come in with something more than just a silly sung demo. But I'm wondering if that ever happened, and it could in real life. And here I am with this robot doing, let's listen to some of the, and then we'll go back to my thing. Come on. Anyway, just incredible. And with every time you get like a thumbs up, it means there are probably at least half of those people who thought of giving a thumbs up. If you see a positive review, it means there's a S-load of other people who never left a review. And each like thumbs up or positive review or positive comment, these are comments are turned off, with with the way this is the topic thing. But anyway, in any event, and these are only the YouTube algorithm. It's I have to say, Mainsail is sort of taking off on Pandora as well. These are the top songs. Like this is the last 7 days. Sax by Midnight is exploding. I'm even selling some units on iTunes. People are buying it. I mean, I'm selling maybe at least 10 a month, maybe more. But I'm selling a bunch of my tracks from a lot of the different albums, and usually just stream these days. Anyway, let's look at Mainsail. Even in the top 10 of 170 songs, 162 songs, 10 pages. Here, let's go to 200. Yeah, but if you look, even within the top 10, this is a brand new album. Mainsail, this song, Shoreline Symphony, is already getting. And then let's go Doing It My Way. Here, look at this. That's incredible. Because I have tracks like Feeling Like the 80s, that album. Can I click on the album? Yeah, the album itself. Let's see, is this the whole album? No, this is just the song Bright Eyes. But anyway, the whole album, I think, hasn't gotten as many as that one song. And that's the one I wrote, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Doing It My Way. There it is, 237. Wow. So it proves I had 80 streams in a day. That's incredible. 51, considering I sung into the thing. So it shows the potential of what we're doing here. All right, let's go back to work. Clap, palm trees and puffy white cloud. Give it a try. See what the AI, my session musicians are amazing. Beautiful bright blue sky. Now did I leave that? Palm trees and puffy white clouds. Beautiful bright blue sky. Beautiful bright blue sky. That's the answer. Palm trees, beautiful palm trees, puffy white clouds, and this beautiful bright blue sky. I'm not sure. Nah, that's not going to be used. And puffy white clouds. There we go. Then it does it again. Palm trees, and puffy white. Puffy. Let's see. I like that. Puffy white. Palm trees and puffy white. Palm trees and puffy white cloud. Palm trees and puffy white clouds. How about, I like that, so this. Palm trees and puffy white clouds. Palm trees and puffy white clouds. Beautiful bright blue sky. Beautiful bright blue sky. That should be first. The slower one should be second. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know how the AI, but the AI is going to do something better. That's the only thing we do know. Palm trees and puffy, palm trees and palm trees and puffy white. How about puffy white cloud? We could do, that'll make it a little different. So palm trees and puffy, palm trees and And a little higher.
And
That's pretty close.
palm trees and puffy white clouds.
Then
palm trees and puffy
palm,
palm
palm. Wow, I got lucky.
palm trees trees
And like that.
trees
Yeah.
palm trees and puffy white cloud.
There we go. Save that.
Palm trees and this beautiful with palm trees and puffy white cloud with palm trees and puffy
Oh, yeah, I took out the with. That's right.
with palm trees and puffy white cloud.
So you can see where I was building up to something at least better.
Not afraid to sing it. I'm not afraid to sing it. Palm trees. Not afraid to sing. I'm not afraid to say it.
Oh, yeah, I think I was going to take,
Palm trees.
I think what I was going to do is do this.
I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to sing it. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to sing it.
A little something I need to change here. By the way, we're almost out of time. If this cuts off before I notice it, then sorry for cutting it off in the middle of a sentence or whatever. But I'm warning you ahead of time. All right, here we go. Then I might do that.
I'm not afraid.
Let's see.
I'm not afraid to say it.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid. Afraid.
I think it should just be better.
I'm not afraid.
Afraid to. That's actually right. Let's see.
I'm not afraid to say it.
Not afraid to say it. Say it.
Sing it.
I'm not afraid to
Say it.
Not afraid to say it. Not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it. Say it. Say it. Oh boy. Say it.
To say it.
This might be closer.
Not afraid to
Say it. And I could actually leave it that loud, and the AI would probably know to level it,
I'm not afraid to
Say it.
I'm not afraid to sing it.
Not afraid.
I'm not afraid to sing it. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to
Say it. That's better.
I'm not afraid to
Say it.
I'm not afraid to sing it.
That's good, but needs to be
Better.
better. All right, we like that now enough to go like this, and then
Pop. Sing it. I'm not afraid to
say it.
Oh, I'm just kicking back.
Musical interlude, and then
Oh, I'm just kicking back.
I'm just kicking back. I'm just kicking back.
Oh,